you had mentioned you really improved your process at
Yeah.
some point and got rid of some legacy type issues and processes going on. Can you
Yeah.
kind of take us through what you did and how you modernized or how you identified those processes issues and what you did?
Yeah, for sure. Tyler, process is such a big thing. And,
Yeah.
it's one of my key pillars to what I coach to, in turning entrepreneurial frustrations into freedoms. And one of my coaches along the way, and this is another word for process, it's system. And I like this acronym. And the acronym for the word system is saves you stress, time, energy, and money. So
Mm.
what does what does a system do? It saves you stress, time, energy, and money. And when we can do that, when we have the right systems, when we have the right processes in place, boy, does that actually make things true, right?
Yes.
So we're always trying to perfect our processes, but there are no perfect processes in most cases, right? We're always trying to make it that little bit better so that it's reducing our frustration. It's being a little more automagical, let's call it. So for the rest of our teams, for ourselves, for everybody around us, that decisions can be made then at the lowest possible level of the organization in every possible decision. That's what systematizing and using processes can do for you, is that when they're really honed and really done well, in fact, your customer gets their promise delivered to them at the lowest level, which is exactly what they want. They
Yeah.
want quick service. They want a quick answer so they can make a decision even easier. And that's the way you set up processes. Because if your team doesn't know how to answer their question and they have to go around and ask things and blah, 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 it creates confusion for your team member. It creates confusion for the customer,
Right.
and now the experience is suffering, and some of these other things. So my philosophy around process, no matter whether it's an operational process, a sales, a marketing, a human resources process, it should always be made and in full communication and understanding at the lowest possible level of the organization.
Right. So kind of take me back though. Give me some meat here. Like, what did you do actually within Shootopia that you implemented processes? Like, what were legacy processes that you removed? What did you implement that,
Yeah.
created this efficiency?
Well,
Um,
I'll tell you a big one that
yeah. Yeah.
happened last year. We changed our point of sale system.
Mm,
Huge in retail to change your point of sale system.
yeah.
Okay. So I mentioned we were closed. The government shut us down uncontrollably. Like we didn't have a choice. Government says you're closed for 4 months. So we were closed. So what are we going to do? Well, now's the time. We've been thinking about changing our process, which is our point of sale system, because there was a bunch of duplication work between the system that we were using in Shopify, which was our web platform, and all this sort of stuff. So we decided then and there, we're going to cut this and get it done. So we sat down and, well, I didn't actually, somebody on my team did, and really just nailed this and got through it all. So now at the end of that process, for example, this is just one. I mean, there's
Yeah.
all sorts of examples,
Sure.
but now when we're on one platform, which is Shopify, both point of sale and web store, we don't have to double do anything. It's all of our metrics are in one spot. We don't have to go to one source and the other source. It's all automated, including some of like our Google Analytics and our posting. It links to our email system so that our marketing processes has really improved. It's really chopped down so much extra work over this past year, but it was a big job. And process usually is. It usually involves a lot of upfront work and labeling and writing and thinking and all this other stuff. But once it happens, then it just happens like clockwork, and it's just like boom, boom, boom. And the decisions, like I said, are made easy, and they're made forever until it needs to be changed. It just keeps ticking, right? So from that perspective, whether it's an operational procedure, like changing your point of sale system, whether it's a human resource procedure, like how you hire, like laying out the different structures of the questions you ask compared to when they come in and your interview styles, and then how you fire or how you acknowledge or how you sit down. I mean, there's just processes in every area of your business. And most often, what I find, at least with small business, most of the processes are here. For those of you watching, if anybody's watching, they're in your head. And that's not the place they need to be, right? They need to be written down and understood and communicated by everybody in the organization